So this video of Ottawa school children singing a Muslim song was held up by the liberal media all around the world as the proper way to greet Muslim migrants. Justin Trudeau himself tweeted his delight at the video in December, calling it a traditional Arabic welcome song. Now, that video has had more than 1 million views, many of them foreign. In fact, that choir wasn't performing for Syrian migrants. It was just a regular concert, but that's an unimportant detail, I think. It was an Ottawa school choir, and it was performed in December, and it was indeed a welcome song. But Trudeau was wrong to call it a traditional Arabic welcome song. It was in the Arabic language, but it is a Muslim song. It's a religious song. There's a difference, as the millions of Christian Arabs would tell you. The song is called Tala al-Badru Alayna, which was sung to Mohammed, or as the Toronto Star calls him, the Prophet Muhammad. I mean, really, prophet with a capital P. Let me know when the Toronto Star writes our Lord Jesus instead of just Jesus. Let me know when that happens, okay? So it's a Muslim song, not an Arab song. The choir teacher told the Toronto Star, quote, "One of my dreams was to have an Islamic song to do, but the Islamic world does not really have a choral tradition like we know. There's very little choral music, so I've been looking for the last 3 years for pieces." Yeah, not a lot of choral music in Islam. There are some very beautiful Arabian songs for sure, but other parts of Islam, like the Taliban or the Islamic State, well, they kill you if you listen to music. So yeah, very little choral music is a nice way to put it. So the school literally commissioned a composer to write a tune to put a Muslim religious prayer to it. But don't you think it's a bit weird to have a public school system teaching secular children a Muslim religious song? I mean, schools that ban the Christian Bible, ban the Lord's Prayer, a Christian prayer, don't you think it's a bit remarkable that they are teaching a Muslim religious song to kids? But what was that religious song? What does it mean, Tala al-Badr Alayna? It was said to Muhammad when he fled to Medina from Mecca. It was a great migration. Muhammad was fleeing to the town of Medina. It was called the Hijra or Hijira, a mass Muslim migration to Medina, sort of like the mass Muslim migration from the Middle East to Europe and now to Canada too, right? In a way, it's a very fitting song, a song of religious deference, a song of submission. But how did the original story end? Muhammad fleeing to Medina, the Hijra, or the mass migration. How did it end the first time? Not this time in 2016. Well, Medina welcomed Muhammad and gave him refuge. He was the first Muslim refugee, you could say, fleeing for his life, and he was welcomed, and this song, Tala al-Badr Alayna, was sung to him. But before long, Muhammad killed the Jews of Medina. Every single Jewish man was beheaded, and every single Jewish woman became a rape slave, like the Islamic State is now doing in Syria and Iraq. So that's how the story of Medina ends. Medina was colonized by Islam. The Jews who lived there were murdered and raped. That is the song the Ottawa choir teacher chose. That is the song the Ottawa school children sang. That is the song that everyone in the audience heard, the vast majority who had no clue, and those Christian Arabs who knew all too well the story of the Hijra. Yeah, it's perfect, actually, that video. And it's extra perfect that Justin Trudeau just loved it. For the Rebel.media, I'm Ezra Levant.